Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought we would have a very relaxed, chilled kind of video today, and I would talk to you all about my maintaining journey, how I'm maintaining my weight, all the questions that I get asked in regards to being at my goal weight, and the good things, the bad things, the hard things, the easy parts. I just thought we would sit today and have a good chat about me and my goal weight. So I'm just going to get started. There are quite a few things that I want to get through, so I have made notes because I've been asked a lot of questions as well. But I guess the main thing to start with is where I'm at the moment. So where I'm at weight wise, where I'm at mindset, what I'm doing at the moment to maintain my weight and everything like that. So yeah, let's get started. Hope you all enjoy this video. Give it a like if you do, and comment down below, let me know where you guys are in the stage of your journey. If you can relate to any of the stuff that I'm talking about, yeah, get in touch. I want to hear from you. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is my current status. So as of right now, and I know that this is going to be a bit annoying since my last update, because the last update I did, I mentioned that I was at my goal weight, I wasn't planning to lose more, but actually I have lost a little bit more, and it's not been intentional. It's just because I'm so on it, I'm so focused, and my habits have been changed so much, which I guess is owing to the fact that Weight Watchers does really work. Like, it trains the mind, it makes you make better choices. It's not just for your journey and losing the weight, but it's actually for thereafter, and it's definitely a lifestyle choice, and that has made me lose a little bit more weight, and I'm actually 8 stone 9, which, you know what I mean, that's an amazing goal for me. It's an amazing target that I've hit. I'm not planning to lose more, I'm not trying to lose more. If I put on a pound or two, it wouldn't even hurt. So yeah, currently I'm 8 stone 9. For anyone who is interested, because I get asked this a lot, I'm 5'5". Yeah, I do get asked about my height. I would say I'm pretty average in relation to my height, and dress size in the UK, that makes me an 8 to 10. If there was a 9, that's what I would go for. Sometimes I wear an 8, sometimes I wear a 10, depending on the fit. So that's where I am in terms of my size, everything like that. So yeah, so now we've got that out of the way, the first thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that a lot of people have been asking, like, is it harder to maintain my weight? Where am I going at the moment? And I would definitely say it is a challenge to maintain your weight. It's more of a challenge insofar as the fact that you don't have a specific goal. There's no objective, there's nothing to achieve, you're just kind of plodding along. There is no end result that you need in sight, and that for some can be quite unsettling. It can make you be a bit more anxious. For me personally, I've kind of found it in the middle. Sometimes I find it hard, or harder than the weight loss, and sometimes I find it an absolute breeze. It pretty much depends, but I would definitely say the flexibility, it makes it a little bit harder because you need to eat a little bit more, so you've actually got to put your points up in regards to your smart points once you're maintaining, because obviously you don't want to lose any more weight. But I have found it to be a little bit harder to make that adjustment. So it's not easy, it's not something that I could just do straight away, so that is definitely something to consider. The point increase was quite difficult for me because I got so used to living off a certain point value that upping it almost felt a little bit uncomfortable. Sometimes I would feel bloated, and the only way I've got around that is I just eat when I'm hungry. Like, I don't overeat just because I have those points there. That's probably the reason why I've lost weight, because my stomach has shrunk so much. It has made it so that increasing my points can make it quite difficult to get to my daily goal to maintain weight. So I would say it has been a little bit harder in that sense. For anyone who is wondering, I was on 23 to lose weight, and I'm currently on 28 a day, and I try to eat them where I can, but you've seen from my what I eat in a day, I don't feel the need to overeat where it's not necessary. So that's definitely something that I wanted to talk about. That is coming with time, but the comfortableness in eating more is coming in time. The best tip I can give is to not see it as a big change. Like, try to see it as I have, as a lifestyle choice. It's not something that's just gonna go back to the way it was before, because that could make me quite anxious as well, like worrying about the fact that I could put the weight back on and everything like that. So the way I see it is, it wasn't a diet, it was a lifestyle choice. I've spoken about this in a video before, I will link it above, why I don't view Weight Watchers as a diet and more of a lifestyle choice. And I feel like, especially when you get to maintaining, if you could keep that in your heart and keep it in your mind, that will really help you. And it's definitely something that has helped me on my journey. And the biggest tip I can give you when maintaining your weight, and this is probably the most helpful thing that I have found, do not stop pointing your food. It can be quite tempting to think, I've got to my goal weight, I know what I'm doing, I'm really comfortable, I'm really happy, I've nailed it, to then think I could save that money every month I'm gonna stop paying for it. I know what I'm doing. But honestly guys, that is the downfall of previous times for me where I've done Weight Watchers and then got to a goal weight and then put it all back on. Keep yourself accountable, keep pointing, keep setting that money aside and just keep paying for it. That's what I would suggest. For me personally, the pros of having it there outweigh the fact that it costs me a little bit of money every month. I mean, I don't pay for my membership, so I know you might think it's easy for me to say, but I paid for it for years, many previous times, and I paid for it majority of this journey before I came an ambassador. If you didn't know, I am a Wellness That Works ambassador. I'll pop the video sharing that news, giving you some information of what that actually means up there so you guys can get to grips with what that actually meant for me. But don't stop pointing is my big advice. Keep pointing, keep the app, keep yourself accountable. You're less likely to slip up and fall into bad habits. The next thing I would say is also keep the weighing up. Don't slack on your weighing. I weigh myself, I would say twice a week, which may seem obsessive to some, but for me it works really well. I don't put a lot of emphasis on what I see on the scales. I don't let it influence me too much. I just like to know, I like to be mindful. I like to know what my body's doing. I like to know where my body is at with times of PMS and things like that. So I would say at least weigh yourself once a week just to keep yourself on track. You know where your body is at, and then you're less likely to kind of have big gains or big losses that shock you. So like right now, you might find that you don't weigh yourself for a month after getting to goal. You might then go and weigh yourself and think, oh, I've put like half a stone on. I don't really know how that's happened. It just makes you more mindful. So I would say keep weighing once a week and expect 2 to 4 pounds of changes each time, each weigh. So if you put 4 pounds on, don't worry about it too much, because that can be a variety of different factors. PMS, water retention, hormones, stress, food that hasn't been digested yet, constipation, things like that. I'd also expect to lose a bit more because your weight will fluctuate. Don't focus too much on about 4 pounds either way. I would say 2 to 4 pounds is probably more realistic. If I put on 2 pounds, I don't worry about it. If I lose 2 pounds, I also don't worry about it. Any more than that and I'm wondering what's going on. But just be mindful and expect fluctuations is what I mean. And don't be too hard on yourself if you do experience that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is keeping food interesting, and this is a massive thing for whether you're at goal or not. Like if you're still in your journey, one of the main things I talk about is keeping food interesting, keeping yourself motivated, happy, inspired, and that is why I do regular what I eat in a day videos, not only to inspire you guys to get more creative in the kitchen, but also to keep myself accountable and to inspire myself and to keep myself excited, keep myself on my toes, keep those menus interesting. I'll pop my what I eat in a playlist down below, along with other videos that I've done on motivation about food, meal planning and all that jazz that I think may interest you. So make sure you check out the description box. But the main thing is, yeah, keep food interesting for sure. The next thing I would say is start shopping for your new shape. Start getting excited. That's been one of the main passions of mine, is falling back in love with my body again and falling back in love with fashion. And it's so unfortunate that I couldn't feel this way about myself before. And I'm not saying that you have to be a smaller size to love your body and shop for your shape. All I'm saying is I wasn't happy at my shape. I made the change and now I'm reaping the rewards of feeling more confident, feeling happier. You know, you at a size 14, 16, 18, 20 might be the most confident you, and power to you. I think that's amazing. But for me personally, I have just felt such healthier and much more confident and happier in myself at a smaller size, which is just my preference, what I prefer for my body. And I've just been enjoying it. I've been enjoying shopping for my new shape, trying on clothes that I never thought would suit me, stepping outside my comfort zone with prints. I've just been going mad with it, guys, and I've been so excited. So definitely I would say shop for your new shape. Don't get in a rut of buying things that you thought suited you before, because your body's changed. Step outside your comfort zone and you may surprise yourself. The next thing I wanted to say is do not live in fear. And this is something that a lot of people will do, and I do myself from time to time. I live in that fear of, what if I put it back on? What if something goes wrong? I live in the fear of the anxiety of, should I be buying a size 8? I don't feel mentally that I'm a size 8, and then I go and buy a size 10 and it's too big, and then I just get in a weird mindset. Do not let these imposter thoughts control you. Do not let the number on the scales or the back of your dress control you either. If you need to buy a size 14 and you think you're a 12 but it fits better, it's a label. It means nothing. Like, don't put too much emphasis on the scales, on sizes and numbers. Take into account how you feel, listen to what your body and your mind is saying, and go from there. And that's what I would suggest. Be flexible, keep balance, keep moderation, and have a treat. Like, you know, you've earned it. You've worked this hard. You didn't get to the size that you are to say no to a donut or a McDonald's or a Pizza Hut. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always say to myself now, like, have treats, reap the rewards. You've worked really, really hard. I'm not saying I binge eat, I never do. I've done a full video on binge eating, and I do get asked a lot, like, do I not feel hungry? Do I not have days where I go off track? I'm not going to lie, in the past year, I have never ever not pointed. I have pointed every single day. Yes, some days I've eaten more than others. Yes, some weeks I've seen better losses than others, but I've always been accountable. I've always pointed every single day, so I have been super committed. I am going to do a video on hunger and snacking and getting used to your new points and getting used to the hunger and everything like that, and making sure that you're eating well. So stay tuned for that, because it is something I do get asked about a lot. But all I will say is I eat really well. You've seen it from my what I eat in a days. I'm just selective about what I eat, and I have treats and balance in there as well, which I think is super important, because if you don't, there's no incentive. There is nothing in it for you. I didn't get down to my current size, 8 stone 9, size 8, to say no to a Krispy Kreme donut. It's not going to happen. Balance and realism is what will get you forward, what will make you happy, and what will make this lifestyle sustainable. If you deny yourself constantly, you're just going to go and binge and do all of your hard work, and it doesn't work. So definitely have balance and moderation, and above all, happiness and health is the main priority. So guys, that's everything I have to say. I'm feeling super proud. I will do regular updates, let you know how I'm getting on in regards to my weight, where I'm at, just to keep you guys checked in, keep you informed. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's where you'll find a lot of my stuff. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handle in the description box down below. But thank you so much for watching and for hanging. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Comment down below again with where you're at in your journey, how inspired you feel from other people. Let me know what inspires you guys to carry on, what inspires you now you're at goal, or if you need any support, we're all here. Such a lovely community on my channel that I'm so proud of building up. You guys are the best, so support each other in the comments box down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.